feel? Another one?
Hell yeah, player.
Hey, yo, Doc. You might have to conjure some more makers. I don't imagine it'll last the whole week.
I can't tell if you're actually being funny or if you really are that ignorant. That could be true.
Jeez, I'm just breaking balls.
Maybe somebody ought to break yours.
Is that an invitation? I forget, what is it you do again? Voodoo practice?
I'm a bank teller, but I also practice tarot card readings on YouTube.
So is she like the plant?
There's a world of difference between spiritualism, hypnotherapy, and voodoo.
It's all shit. It's all crock. No offense, Doc.
None taken. Your skepticism is exactly why you were chosen. In order for the study to be a success, I'll need to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Shadow of doubt. That title suits you well.
Haven't you guys ever heard of people being operated on while being under hypnosis?
Shit, I've heard a lot of things.
Then how do you explain a surgical blade being stuck into someone without them drawing a single drop of blood?
It's all bullshit.
I've actually seen it happen.
Really?
Yeah, I was at a show.
Well, there you have it.
I'm serious. I watched this guy get stuck with a needle in his arm and he didn't even feel a thing.
Interesting. Although I wouldn't exactly recommend it. Hypnosis should only really be performed by a proper licensed hypnotherapist.
At the P.T. Barnum Institute.
Well, it should be used to create a state of focused attention in the treatment of a medical or psychological disorder.
What exactly is it that you find so interesting about sleep paralysis?
Other than being a victim of it myself.
Really?
Well, during my nightmarish years of internship at Mercy West, I was so mentally exhausted and more anxious than my conscious mind was aware of. It was 2 or 3 nights a week for a year.
Jesus. I can't imagine.
I won't have too long enough.
Well, yeah, I mean, the history also fascinated me. The first recorded case of sleep paralysis wasn't documented until 1666 by a Dutch physician who referred to it as the incubus. I mean, it's intriguing to me that over all these hundreds of years, the symptoms and the experiences have all remained the same. The same shadow-like witch woman. Most commonly referred to as the hag, and no doubt having something to do with our more animalistic side of the brain, conjured up from that deep, dark, primordial jelly that we inherited from the time of the dinosaurs.
Mass suggestion, maybe.
The law of the time was that. I mean, Edward Kelly, he was a 17th century necromancer who claimed to have the powers to communicate with the dead, was to blame, thinking he had cursed a town with the devil's plague. Don't worry, I highly doubt superstition and spiritualism is afoot.
Don't be so sure.
Uh-oh. Way to alienate your base there, Doc.
There's just so much we can't yet comprehend and we don't know about the universe around us.
So who's up for a little music? I got my boombox.
One can be entirely faithful to the path of inquiry and honesty while also embracing the totality of your human experience.
I'm gonna go get my boombox.
It would be ignorant as truth seekers to be closed-minded to any possibility.
Well, I suppose you're right. Until fairly recently, we were convinced that the atom was the smallest unit of matter until it was split, you know, unleashing the progress into the atomic age.
Not exactly the most comforting comparison to make.
Perhaps not.
All right, all you girls and ghouls, time to hit the dance floor. Yeah.
Of course.
May I?
Of course.
Not a dancer.
No, not really. Why, are you propositioning me?
I'm afraid not. I'm unable to on account of my terribly debilitating condition. I've got 2 left feet. They played me my whole life.
Yeah. I can relate, in a sense. Shyness or anxiety. Yeah. I've been attempting to get myself out there more. Take more risks. Hence my being here, drinking whiskey in an elementary school.
Interesting. This here is precisely the reason I got into psychiatry.
Getting smashed in a school.
No, that's one of the many perks. But understanding all the personalities that make up this world, figuring out what makes them tick. What are you hoping to gain from this, really?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't seem to fall on either side of the warring fences, and you don't appear to be overly concerned about the payment, and you certainly, just like the others, don't really believe in my hypothesis.
Well, doctor, what conclusion do you come to?
Well, I'm sensing some major recent life changes.
Yeah. I think I'm just searching for some confidence.
You're stronger than you think you are, Wanda.
Hey, guys, come on. We're gonna hit the dance floor to ward off the evil spirits. Come on. Let's go.
So, is this as exciting as it is in the ring?
At least I don't have to worry about getting hit. Ow.
Analytics full of promises, assurances, the rival of the love you've shared. All the times we tried to face what we know. Brevity for something only time can hack. Drag me to the corner cause I'm feeling sad. Open like the mouth that cries out, don't let go. Walk me home on that note. Let me show what I know. If I lie,
Is everybody comfortable?
Yes.
I'm getting sleepy, Doc. Very sleepy.
Shut it.
You can make me.
I will ask you all to just settle down and reduce the hostility.
I'm not hostile. Do I seem hostile to any of you?
Yeah.
Damn, my bad. I'll follow every instruction.
Okay. let's begin. Now, please close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now, listen for a moment. Listen to the sounds around you. Just let yourself sink into the grooves of the chair. Fix your eyes on a spot in the dark. It doesn't matter where. Just fix your eyes on the spot in the dark and begin to relax. If you have any thoughts, just let them drift through your mind like beautiful clouds across a clear blue sky. They drift through your mind and away from you. Through your mind and away as you relax. Deeper, 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 relaxed. That's it. Just let go and relax. Now, I want you to imagine a staircase standing in front of you with 10 wide, safe stairs down, down to a perfect relaxation. Down to peace and contentment. Down towards happiness that you deserve. As I count down from 10, I want you to take one step with each number. One step down the staircase. 10, 9, 8. There's some letters at the bottom of the stairs that are out of focus. Can you see that? 7, 6, 5. The letters are being clearer, closer we get. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can almost see it now. The letters spell trust. Wake up!
Holy shit!
How do you feel?
Holy
All right?
shit. Fuck no.
That was intense.
I think I need a minute.
You okay? I've never experienced anything like that before. Right? It was like a nightmare. Screaming. heard screaming? Yeah, someone's screaming like, wake me up!
What do you remember seeing? Dr. Pretorious, you gotta hear this.
Wanda and I had similar experiences.
The woman, the black figure.
What the fuck are you trying to pull here, Doc?
It's remarkable.
Are you telling me we all saw the same thing?
Or went to the same place?
How is that possible?
Look, a form of mass suggestion, I suspect.
How's that?
Look, we all sat around and discussed the common experiences of sleep paralysis together. Your unconscious minds drew on that conversation in the projections it used.
So how do you explain the screaming?
Right. Someone wake me up. That shit wasn't part of the discussion, Doc.
I knew I never should have fucking left Idaho Falls. This whole thing has bad juju written all over it, man.
Look, I can assure you that there's nothing to be concerned about. I need to make sure I take complete preliminary notes. Please just help yourself to some food or a drink. I'll join you all shortly.
I think I need to be alone for a little while.
I didn't know you smoked.
I don't.
Well, you know, if there ever is a perfect time to start, and you know the doc is knocking around in your head, maybe he can lock the door to the nicotine addiction.
That was really strange, you guys.
Yeah, you can say that again.
No, I mean, even Dr. Pretorious seemed caught off guard.
What'd I tell you guys about this black magic? It's sick shit. Hey there, Sleeping Beauty. Hey.
How you feeling there, Theo? All right?
All right. She's got this funk. Can't shake it, Doc. Hey, take a sip of this, my friend. I'll make you feel a whole lot better.
Try not to get too sloshed tonight. I want accurate notes in the morning.
What are you expecting us to experience tonight?
No expectations, but with any luck, a few moments into your REM cycle, you'll experience a textbook case of sleep paralysis.
But what if we don't?
If you don't, well, my study's off to a rough start.
Hey, Doc, we still get our money, though, right?
Oh, yes. You'll be a part of the study for the full 7 days until Victor returns with your keys.
But you could call him, though, couldn't you?
Of course. Anytime.
Not before you unfuck my head, man.
All right, guys. So, what are we drinking to?
To progress.
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 come.
Dr. Pretorious!
What's all this commotion?
We can't find Theo.
Well, what do you mean?
Look around, Doc. He ain't here.
Well, he didn't just disappear.
Last night, we all heard him. It was awful.
It was like...
Last night?
Because we all saw it.
Saw what? Did you experience a sleep paralysis?
Yeah, you better fucking believe we did.
We all did. We all saw the exact same thing, and we all heard...
You trying to tell me you didn't hear nothing, Doc?
What?
Theo! He was screaming for someone to help him, and now he's missing. What's happening?
Look, let's just all calm down. Let's go back to the operations room. You say you all heard this as well?
Yes! Doctor, we have to find Theo.
He'll turn up.
The screams were so loud. They echoed through the halls. I mean, as long as I've lived, I've never heard anything like that before.
You all had the same experience?
Right down to what the thing looked like.
Imagine Cher on a bad hair day.
Fascinating. Who was the first to share their occurrence this morning?
Wanda and I woke up at nearly the exact same time.
And then we woke up Porter once we realized that Theo was missing.
You informed Wanda of your experience?
We both knew.
But who's shown the details first?
I'm not sure. Why?
Have you heard of a phenomenon for wali adu?
Doctor, last night, Theo was screaming for someone to help him, and now he's missing?
What do you think happened to him?
I don't think we know, but shouldn't you be more concerned?
I'm very concerned with his well-being, as I am with all of you. You've all just experienced for the first time what it's like to live with a sleep disorder. This can be extremely distressing for some. My guess is that Theo needed to be alone after such trauma, or most regrettably, he took himself home on the bus he came in on.
That doesn't sound so regrettable to me, Doc.
Well, without proper treatment, poor Theo may suffer from a debilitating sleep disorder from here on.
You mean without the hypnotherapy?
It's entirely possible. It's also equally as possible that last night was just a coincidence and had nothing to do with the study in the first place. A sample size such as this really tells us nothing.
Gosh, I just feel so paranoid.
You know, what really worries me is you hear stories like this about people being stuck together, sharing the same paranoia, like mass hysteria. Dietlob's passing shit. I don't know, I used to watch those YouTube channels, like 5 unsolved mysteries that keep you up late at night about families being away at a cabin and tearing each other apart for seemingly no reason at all. And if I'm being honest, I'm really starting to get scared.
My ex, Glenn. It's like he woke up one day, his entire mood and outlook had shifted. It was like he was a new person with a clear sense of what he wanted. He had come to the realization that that wasn't a life with me. I couldn't understand how something like that could happen so quickly. Now I think I'm starting to understand. What's the verdict?
You're all rather quiet. Don't tell me you're all still worried about last night. Come on, what should we drink to?
How about to Theo?
I told you that he probably left early this morning, and it turns out I was right. Now, why don't we drink to success?
How do you figure success, Doc?
Well, you're all still here, aren't you? And last night went to be as expected. Even a small bit of success is still a success.
Doctor, how do you know that Theo left on his own accord?
Come with me.